Hi there, welcome back to Language Easy. My name is Yulia and I'm here today with you to bring you another topic related to language learning, which is how to read books in foreign languages. Now, if you're familiar with at least one foreign language, I'm 100% sure you know how hard, frustrating and sometimes even intimidating reading in that language might be. I can imagine so vividly you going to a bookshop to buy your first book in the language you're learning, and it seems like you found it. You understand the title and the cover is just amazing. You finally open the book, read the first page, come to the end of it, and then you understand that you don't understand anything. Okay, let's find out today how to end it up immediately. So the rule number one, the first thing you should do is to pick up a right book, which will depend on your language level. If you don't feel pretty confident yet, I'd recommend you to go for teenage literature. Here's what I got, for example, in French, some simple and easy stories to read and to follow. The vocabulary is often quite easy in such literature, and the plot as well. Another thing I'd recommend you to do is to look at those books you've already read once. Trust me, reading that same book in another language will be incredibly much easier and, as the result, more pleasant to read than something brand new, because you're somehow already familiar with the plot and you're more likely to recognize, to guess the meaning of those words you don't know yet in that language. I wish I knew that before. Actually, it could make my English learning so much easier. But now I am following this rule, in which this book helps me incredibly. There might be someone of you who is already quite tired of me talking about Sophie Kinsella's books, but it's not my fault that her books are perfect for language learners. That's why when I saw this book, one of the books of her Shopaholic series, in French, I took it immediately. So if you have a book you love, you have read in your native language or in another one, why don't you try to reread it in the language you're learning now? Harry Potter in Spanish, The Diaries of Bridget Jones in Italian, why not? Choose something and go for it. Okay, more or less we have sorted out the question of picking up a right book to read. Now let's have a look at how to actually read it. And I'll take my own example here. My latest read was this book, The House of the Spirits of Isabel Allende. I read it in Spanish. There is, by the way, a book review on my channel. If you're curious, watch it later. My Spanish level is not that bad, I'd say, so I feel quite confident to pick up something like this. The novel is, by the way, amazing. I really recommend you to have a look at that. But of course there were words that I didn't know, that I didn't understand, and there were a lot. What should you do when that happens to you? You open a page, you come to the end of it, and it seems like you didn't get the idea. You don't understand what's going on. It wasn't clear. Should you stop at every word you don't know and translate it? To stop or not to stop? That is the question. The answer to which is not quite clear. The answer does not exist, I think. But again, I'd say that it depends on your level and on a book. You should be prepared to see at least 5 unknown words on each page and not to get frustrated, not to get depressed because of it. Still, I wouldn't say that it's a good idea to stop at every word you don't know, go to translate it, then go back to the text and continue reading. No, it is time consuming, it is boring, it is depressing sometimes. That's what I do instead. When I come across an unknown word, I highlight it and keep reading. Very often it's possible even to guess its meaning from the context, and well, sometimes not. In such cases, I continue reading till the end of each chapter. If it's too long, I stop after, say, 10 pages. I just try to retell, to see if I got the main idea, to see if I understood everything. And then I come back to the highlighted words to see their meanings. Plus, if I think it's quite a useful word, I also put it into a vocabulary notebook to learn it later. And I keep this way until the end of a book. Now, some of you may say that writing down all the new vocabulary you get from a book you're reading in your target language is quite time-consuming, it's boring, and it's a hard task to do. Well, you are learning a language, and if you thought that it would be an easy task, no, it's not. You have to work. You have to work hard sometimes to succeed, to make your target language better. So don't be lazy, and yes, write down the vocabulary you get from a book you're reading. And I'm going to repeat one thing. Reading a book in a foreign language may be fun, inspiring, and possible at all only if you do the first step correctly, which is choosing a right book to read, and not to get frustrated, not to get depressed if you see some unknown words. Just think of it. You're reading a book in a foreign language. Of course, there will be words you don't know, and let's be honest, sometimes even while reading in our native language, we may encounter some words, the meaning of which we don't quite understand. Well, at least that happens to me sometimes. And remember, it will take you a while to finish a book in your target language. Don't think it'll be easy to finish a book in a week, in a month. It's not even necessary. Reading a book in a foreign language, say for 4 or 5 months, is totally fine. Being a slow reader is fine. I'm one of them. Well, I guess that's all what I wanted to tell you today. Really hope it was useful and inspiring to take some book and to read in your target language. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And if you do enjoy my content, join some of the membership ties I've got. The link is in the video description. Hope you have a good day with a good book, and see you in another video.